Thank you for making an effort to watch this video. This video, Training in Professional Service, or in short, Tayaria Tips, is produced in appreciation of all our dealers in partnering and committing to us. As part of the mission to make Tayaria the leading brand and your friendly neighborhood tire shop, we would like to continue to upgrade and provide our customer with the best tire services in all our Tayaria dealers' workshop. In this tips video, the team has put a substantial effort to ensure that the processes are structured and can be made into your workshop standard operation procedure. We hope that through this video, all our Tayaria outlets can work together to ensure our customers will always get the best and consistent tire services. Let the tips get started.
Hi, welcome to Tayaria. How may I assist you today?
I have some problems with my car recently. It keeps vibrating, but I'm not really sure what causes it.
Don't worry, we will have a look at it. This way, please.
Tayaria Sendirian Berhad prides ourselves in providing only the best and friendliest service for our customers. As your professional tire expert, we develop close bonding with our customers. Today, we will walk you through the entire process of tire repairing, which begins from the moment a customer steps into our workshop. Upon arrival, each customer is greeted with a warm and friendly smile from our service advisor. It is our aim to develop exceptional relationships with each customer through our friendliness and professionalism. This is our vehicle inspection job sheet, apart from personal information and car registration number. The service advisor may ask customers additional open-ended questions to gain a better understanding of the car's problem. If any customers are having difficulty in describing the exact problem of their cars, the service advisor may suggest them to go for a test drive session with our mechanics. This helps in identifying the problem of the car whilst building their trust through our attentiveness. The service advisor will conduct a thorough exterior inspection and record any dents or damages they find on the job sheet. Once the exterior inspection is completed, the service advisor proceeds with inspection of the spare tire, repair kit, fuel gauge, car cigarette lighter fuse, as well as other basic features to ensure that they are working properly. All findings will be documented on the job sheet. Proper inspection and documentation are vital for the best interest of all parties. This is to avoid any misunderstandings or unnecessary conflict between the customers and us. Once the job sheet has been filled out, the findings will be explained to the customers in a professional manner. We recommend different service options based on customers' feedback and budgets. Tayaria practices a fair and reasonable pricing policy. Each repair procedure is explained in detail to our customers. Upon agreement, they will be required to sign the estimated budget and hand over their car keys. When all these procedures are completed, the mechanics commence their work. All our services are conducted in accordance with the signed budget. In order to avoid any miscommunications, we also provide an estimated delivery time based on customers' expectations and our mechanics' estimations. As professionals, we are committed in completing the service within the estimated time. This conveys professionalism and integrity in the eyes of the customers. After informing the customers about the delivery time, the service advisor guides them to the waiting area. If any customers wish to leave the service center, the service advisor will tag their car keys and issue them a car collection slip. Once these steps are completed, the cars are handed over to our professional mechanics. The service advisor will remind customers to bring their car collection slips when they come to collect their cars. please rest assured that we are dedicated in taking the best care of our customers' cars. Before commencing work on the car, the mechanic covers the interior of the car, specifically the floor mat on the driver's side, the driver's seat, and the steering wheel. This is to ensure that no dust, stains, or marks will be left on the car. Next, the mechanic drives the car to the repair area to conduct a simple check on the car's wheels and basic features. This includes the condition of the windshield wipers, windshield washer fluid level, coolant level, brake fluid, engine oil, battery, and more. The mechanic checks the air pressure of all tires, as well as the tire's tread and brake pad conditions, along with other conditions pertaining to the safety of the tire. All mechanics are required to refer to the job sheet when conducting their check to help them in identifying all parts that are causing problems to the car. After all problems are detected, the mechanic will begin the repair work. This saves time and reduces the chances of error. Next, we will demonstrate the proper steps of the 5 servicing process. We recommend our customers to rotate their tires once every 10,000 kilometers. At the same time, a monthly check on the tire's tread is recommended to ensure the safety of the cars. During work, all mechanics are required to wear their full uniform. Protect the feet. Safety shoes must be worn at all times. Gloves are to be worn to protect the hands from direct contact with dust, chemicals, and oil-based substances. Mechanics are prohibited from wearing rings, watches, or any other accessories during work. Before starting work, all mechanics are required to take proper safety precautions. All tools and equipments have to be properly stored to avoid any workplace injuries. Begin the tire rotation process by checking the air pressure of all tires, including the spare tire. Use rubber pads to protect the undercarriage of the car. Lift the car. Before lifting, remember to make sure that the lifter is functioning properly and the parking brake is engaged. Next, remove each wheel from the car. Each tire is checked for any damage or abnormal wear before the wheel is switched to a new position. There are 2 main rotation methods performed by us: the rear-front rotation and the cross-pattern rotation. Regular tire rotation is crucial. It ensures even tire wear, which leads to improved lifespan and performance. Lastly, mount the wheel back to the car in accordance with the original specification. Tighten the nuts with a torque wrench in a crisscross pattern. After mounting the wheel back to the car, proceed with a test drive. We recommend using a torque wrench to tighten the nuts. This is to prevent over or under tightening the nuts. At the same time, it will also be easier to remove the wheel for future replacement or repair. The mechanic must fasten the seatbelt before conducting the test drive. During the test, give extra attention to the handling of the car to determine if any adjustments to the alignment and wheel balancing are necessary. This process is complete after the test drive is over. Due to the heavy usage of tires, repairing or replacing tires are inevitable. Always remember to dismount the wheels first before starting the repair or the replacement work. During work, all mechanics are required to wear their full uniform. Protect the feet. Safety shoes must be worn at all times. Gloves are to be worn to protect the hands from direct contact with dust, chemicals, and oil-based substances. Mechanics are prohibited from wearing rings, watches, or any other accessories during work. Before starting work, all mechanics are required to take proper safety precautions. All tools and equipments have to be properly stored to avoid any workplace injuries. Start by dismounting the wheel. Drive the car to a lifter. Use rubber pads to protect the undercarriage of the car. Lift the car and dismount the wheel from the car. Remove the existing outer and inner balancing weights. After that, deflate the tire completely. Using the tire changer, start the bead braking process. When operating the machine, position the direction of the valve either at 6 o'clock or 12 o'clock. Bead braking should not be performed around the tire valve to avoid damaging it. During the bead braking process, apply suitable tire lubricant to ease the dismounting process. Remember, do not use engine oil, soap liquid, or any other form of lubricant to replace the tire lubricant. This might damage the rim and affect the quality of the tire. Make sure the tire bead is completely separated from the rim drop-off zone after each braking process. Avoid from repeatedly bead braking at the same spot. Upon completing one side, turn the tire around and begin braking on the other side. Next, position the rim upwards, clamp it and make sure that it is tightened. Lever the mount-demount head. Make sure that there is enough space between the mount-demount head and the rim edge to avoid damaging the rim. Please note that the valve has to be positioned at the 1 o'clock direction from the clamp. This is to avoid accidental damage to the tire valve sensor. Apply lubricant on the tire lever and the tire changer mounting head. Slide the lever between the rim and the tire bead area. Turn on the machine and fully dismount the tire from the rim. Turn the wheel clockwise while holding the lever. Stop when the beads are fully dismounted from the rim. Always change a new valve when fixing a new tire due to ozone cracking and rubber deterioration. As cars travel at high speed, it causes the valve to bend and the crack to worsen due to centrifugal force. Eventually, leakage will appear. Check the rim for any damage or irregular contour. Clean and dry the rim. Prepare a new valve. Before replacing the valve, lubricate the new valve to ease the changing process. Based on the tire's label and the dot mark on the tire, the mechanic determines the right fitment position of the tire. Lubricate both tire beads and the rim before fitment. Prepare to mount the tire. Remember, when operating the machine, position the direction of the valve at 4 o'clock before fitting the tire. This is to prevent any damage to the tire pressure sensor. Lower the mount-demount head. Remember to leave a gap between the rim and the mount-demount head until the tire beads are fitted into the rim. This is to avoid accidental scratches on the rim. Release the rim clamp. Remember to remove the valve core before inflating the tire. balance the wheel after inflating the tire. This is to avoid cupping and wear on the tread, which will reduce the tire's lifespan. Check the valve's needle, the valve's core, and the sealing of the beads. If any doubts exist, submerge the wheel and check for any signs of leakage. After making sure that there is no leakage, seal the valve with a cap. Make sure that the cap is properly tightened. Lastly, mount the wheel back to the car in accordance with the original specification. Tighten the nuts with a torque wrench in a crisscross pattern. After mounting the wheel back to the car, proceed with a test drive. We recommend using a torque wrench to tighten the nuts. This is to prevent over or under tightening the nuts. At the same time, it will also be easier to remove the wheel for future replacement or repair. Tire balancing is an important process to ensure proper weight balance for the tire and rim. Even if a tire's weight differs slightly from the others, the wheel will be off-balanced. This leads to increased pressure, premature tread wear, and vibration when driven. During work, all mechanics are required to wear their full uniform. Protect the feet. Safety shoes must be worn at all times. Gloves are to be worn to protect the hands from direct contact with dust, chemicals, and oil-based substances. Mechanics are prohibited from wearing rings, watches, or any other accessories during work. Before starting work, all mechanics are required to take proper safety precautions. All tools and equipments have to be properly stored to avoid any workplace injuries. Begins the tire balancing process by adjusting the tire pressure. Remove the existing balancing weight. Clean any residues on the rim. After selecting a suitable centering cone, use a hollow sleeve to protect the locking device from scratching the wheel surface. Remove small rocks and any foreign materials that are stuck in between the tire treads. The mechanic is required to adhere to the manufacturer's operating procedure to ensure that an accurate measurement is obtained. Use a smaller balancing weight if the initial tire balance reading turns out to be too high. Optimize the weight balance of the wheel by turning the tire several positions on the rim. The balancing process is repeated with the correct balancing weight. If the word OK appears on the screen, it means that the tire balance is optimum. Once this is achieved, remove the wheel from the machine. Make sure that the balancing weight is properly fastened to the rim. Lastly, submerge the tire into the water tank to check for any signs of leakage. This process is complete if no leakage is present. We suggest customers to go for a wheel balancing service after purchasing or changing a new tire. removing the balancing weights, or repairing a punctured tire. Wheel alignment is an important safety aspect of the car. We recommend checking the wheels once every 3 months, as inaccurate alignment will affect its stability. An accurate wheel alignment not only increases tires' lifespan, but also helps in reducing fuel consumption. During work, all mechanics are required to wear their full uniform. Protect the feet. Safety shoes must be worn at all times. Gloves are to be worn to protect the hands from direct contact with dust, chemicals, and oil-based substances. Mechanics are prohibited from wearing rings, watches, or any other accessories during work. Before starting work, all mechanics are required to take proper safety precautions. All tools and equipments have to be properly stored to avoid any workplace injuries. Conduct the alignment process in a safe and professional manner. Start by lifting the car and inspecting the car chassis compartment. This includes the ball joint, lower control arm, tie rod and shock absorber. Lower the car after the inspection. Next, drive the car to the fixed alignment lift. Use stoppers to make sure that the car remains stationary. Check the air pressure of all tires before proceeding with the alignment adjustment. Lift the car. Attach wheel alignment sensors to the wheels. Select the original specification of the car from the alignment settings. Release the parking brake, remove the stopper and roll the car forward until both front wheels are on the turntables. Remove the turntable locks. Turn on the engine. Attach a brake lock in between the brake pedal and the driver's seat. Turn the steering to make sure that the caster is in the right position. Make sure that the wheels are facing forward. Use a steering wheel holder to secure the steering wheel position. Remember to turn off the car engine before lifting the car. The mechanic is required to adhere to the manufacturer's operating manual during the adjustment process. The mechanic adjusts the wheels based on his professional judgment. Print out the new alignment measurement for customer's reference. The car is then lowered. Remove the sensors. Steering wheel holder and brake rod from the car. Lastly, proceed with a test drive. Assess the alignment accuracy, the steering axis inclination, and detect any possible issues such as vibration or noise with the wheels. Conduct a follow-up adjustment process if any anomalies are found. If no anomalies are found, the wheel alignment process is complete. Regular maintenance and inspection of the tires reduces the chances of a punctured tire situation. However, accidents are unavoidable. Whenever customers encounter a flat tire, we pledge to provide them with a professional repair and replacement service. This is our responsibility. During work, all mechanics are required to wear their full uniform. Protect the feet. Safety shoes must be worn at all times. Gloves are to be worn to protect the hands from direct contact with dust, chemicals, and oil-based substances. Mechanics are prohibited from wearing rings, watches, or any other accessories during work. Safety goggles and masks are to be worn during work to protect the respiratory system from dust and debris. Before starting work, all mechanics are required to take proper safety precautions. All tools and equipments have to be properly stored to avoid any workplace injuries. Start by dismounting the wheel. Drive the car to a lifter. Use rubber pads to protect the undercarriage of the car. Lift the car and dismount the wheel from the car. Locate the punctured spot by submerging the tire into a water tank. Mark the punctured spot. Remove the existing inner and outer balancing weights before deflating the tire. Dismount the tire from the rim. Thoroughly inspect the internal and external of the tire, including the treads and beads. Assess if the damage is repairable. The tire is irreparable if the punctured spot is located on the side wall. Now the repairing process begins. Locate and mark the punctured spot on the inner and outer side of the tire. Using proper tools, remove the object that is causing the puncture. Examine the injury using a probing awl of the right size. From the inner side of the tire, operate the carbide cutter through the punctured spot on low speed, 2700 to 4000 RPM buffer. Make sure that there is no exposed steel belt wire on the punctured spot. Use a low-speed buffer and ball or dome rasp 36 grit to buff the outlined inner liner until it becomes smooth. The buffed area has to be larger than the repair unit by 5 mm. Use a vacuum cleaner to clear all traces of rubber dust around the area outlined for repair. Use a rubber cleaner and scraper to clean the buffed area. Next, make sure that the buffed area is thoroughly cleaned with a vacuum cleaner. Apply a thin, even coat of vulcanizing cement from the center outwards. Remove the protective poly of the repair unit carefully. Slowly insert the repair unit until the edge of the unit can be grasped from the outer part of the tire. Make sure that there is no direct hand contact with the repair unit. Using pliers, pull the repair unit until the end of the unit is firmly against the inner wall of the tire. Using a stitcher, stitch the repair unit. Start from the center and work towards the edge of the repair unit. Cut the excess plug. Leave the plug between 1 to 2 mm for contraction effect. Using the tire changer, the mechanic will mount back the tire according to proper procedure. Lastly, submerge the tire into the water tank to check for any signs of leakage. This process is complete if no leakage is present. From welcoming customers to delivering their cars, our level of attention is truly unrivaled. This is one of our ways to leave a lasting impression. If necessary, the mechanic might conduct a test drive after the repair service to ensure the safety of the car. Once it passes the safety check, the mechanic delivers the car and the vehicle inspection job sheet back to the service advisor. Upon receiving the repair details, the service advisor notifies the customers to collect their cars. The service advisor will attach a service reminder on each car to remind customers on when their next service will be due. Safety has always been our top priority. That is why we offer a professional and thorough inspection for each car free of charge. With our expertise, dedication, and attentiveness in ensuring total safety, we guarantee that we will always be the first brand that comes to mind whenever your car needs servicing. As customers watch their car's protective layers removed, they will realize the extent that we go to ensure that their cars are properly cared for. In certain cases, the mechanics may suggest that the customers go for a test drive together so that they can experience firsthand the results of the service. After inspecting their cars, the service advisor will go through with the customers in detail about all the services performed. Customers can then make their payments at the cashier counter. Once payments are made, their car keys will be returned as our staff bid them a warm farewell. Tayaria strives for nothing but perfection. We know that trust is built from meeting all your needs to delivering high-quality repair service. Through a friendly and attentive approach, our goal is to help customers to understand the importance of tire for a smooth and safe drive. So come on, let us join hands and work together to become the top tire specialist in town. We sincerely believe that customers' compliments are the strongest form of branding. Upon arrival, the workshop condition is usually the first impression of customers. More often than not, the comfort level determines if customers are willing to spend time here. This is the reception area where we provide our technical consultations and pricing information. This area is kept clean and clear of obstructions at all times. The reception and waiting area are easily accessible, with staffs in full uniform to assist customers with all their needs. The waiting area is clean, comfortable, and fully equipped with basic amenities: television, Wi-Fi, newspapers, magazines, drinks, and charging dock are all available for customers' comfort and convenience. The workshop must be kept clean and well maintained at all times. Mechanics are required to perform regular cleaning during working hours. An organized workspace reduces accident risk and leaves a lasting impression on customers. Equipment in the workshop must be cleaned daily to ensure that they are in safe condition. All work tools and equipment are also subjected to regular inspections to avoid malfunctioning or missing tool incidents. Together, by fostering a perfect work environment, let us build a bridge towards success.